Hi, Cunningham. It's Mrs. D'Entremont. I saw earlier that Mrs. Butler read a story to you, and she had her two beautiful children. Hi, Mrs. Butler. I thought that was a great idea, but I don't have any storybooks in my house. They're all in my classroom. So I went online and I found the story there. No pictures, but the words are all there. And the story that I want to read to you is called Fly Away Home by Eve Bunting. So sit back and relax. My dad and I live in an airport. That's because we don't have a home, and the airport is better than the streets. We are careful not to get caught. Mr. Slocum and Mr. Vail were caught last night. 10 green bottles hanging on the wall, they sang. They were as loud as 2 moose bellowing. Dad says they broke the first rule of living here. Don't get noticed. Dad and I try not to get noticed. We stay among the crowds. We change airlines. Delta, TWA, Northwest, we love them all. Dad says he and I wear blue jeans and blue t-shirts and blue jackets. We each have a blue zipper bag with a change of clothes. Not to be noticed is to look like nobody at all. Once we saw a woman pushing a metal cart full of stuff. She wore a long, dirty coat, and she lay down across a row of seating in front of Continental Gate 6. The cart, the dirty coat, the lying down were all noticeable. Security moved her out real fast. Dad and I sleep sitting up. We use different airport areas. Where are we tonight? I asked. Dad checks his notebook. Alaska Air, he says. Over in the other terminal. That's okay. We like to walk. We know some of the airport regulars by name and by sight. There's Idaho Joe and Annie Franny and Mars Man. But we don't sit together. Sitting together will get you noticed faster than anything, Dad says. Everything in the airport is on the move. Passengers, pilots, flight attendant, cleaner with their brooms. Jets roar in, close to the windows. Other jets roar out. Luggage bounces down chutes. Escalators glide up and down, disappearing floors. Everyone's going somewhere except Dad and me. We stay. Once a while, Brownbird got into the main terminal and couldn't get out. It flooded in the high, hollow spaces. It threw itself at the glass, fell panting on the floor, flew to a tall metal girder, and perched there, exhausted. Don't stop trying, I told it silently. Don't. You can get out. For days, the bird flew around, dragging one wing. And then it found the instant when a sliding door was open and slipped through. I watched it rise. Its wing seemed okay. Fly, bird, I whispered. Fly away home. Though I couldn't hear it, I knew it was singing. Nothing made me as happy as that bird. The airport's busy and noisy, even at night. Dad and I sleep anyway. When it gets quiet, between 2 and 4 a.m., we wake up. Dead time, Dad says. Almost no flights coming in or going out. At dead time, there aren't many people around, so we're extra careful. In the mornings, Dad and I wash up in one of the bathrooms, and he shaves. The bathrooms are crowded, no matter how early. And that's the way we like it. Strangers talk to strangers. Where did you get in from? 3 hours, our flight was delayed. Man, am I bushed. Dad and I, we don't talk to anyone. We buy donuts and milk for breakfast at one of the cafeterias, standing in line with our red trays. Sometimes, Dad gets me a carton of juice. On weekends, Dad takes the bus to work. He's a janitor in an office in the city. The bus fare's $1 each way. On those days, Mrs. Medina looks out for me. The Medinas live in the airport too. Grandma, Mrs. Medina, and Denny, who's my friend. He and I collect rented luggage carts that people have left outside and return them for 50 cents each. It's the crowds. If the crowds are big and safe, we offer to carry bags. Get this one for you, lady. It's very heavy. Can I get it for you? Or can I call you a cab? Denny's real good at calling cabs. That's because he's 7 already. Sometimes passengers don't tip. Then Denny whispers, stingy. But he doesn't whisper too loud. The Medinas understand that it's dangerous to be noticed. When Dad comes home from work, he buys hamburgers for us and the Medinas. That's to pay them for watching out for me. If Denny and I have a good day, we treat for pie. But I've stopped doing that. I save my money in my shoe. Will we ever have our own apartment again? I asked Dad. I'd like it to be the way it was before Mom died. Maybe we will, he says, if I can find more work. If we can save some money, he rubs my head. It's nice right here, though, isn't it, Andrew? It's warm, it's safe, and the price is right. But I know he's trying all the time to find us a place. He takes newspapers from the trash baskets and makes pencil circles around letters and numbers. Then he goes to the phones. When he comes back, he looks sad and angry. I know he's been calling about an apartment. I know the rents are too high for us. I'm saving money too, I tell him, and I lift one foot and point to my shoe. Dad smiles. Attaboy. If we get a place, you and your dad can come live with us, Denny says. And if we get a place, you and your mom and your grandma can come live with us, I say. Yeah. We shake on it. That's going to be so great. After next summer, Dad says, I have to start school. How? I asked. I don't know, but it's important. We'll work it out. Denny's mom says he can wait for a while, but Dad says I can't wait. Sometimes I watch people meeting people. We missed you. It's so good to be home. Sometimes I get mad and I want to run at them and push them and shout, why do you have homes when we don't? What makes you so special? That would get us noticed, all right. Sometimes I just want to cry. I think Dad and I will be here forever. Then I remember the bird. It took it a while, but a door opened. And when the bird left, when it flew free, I knew it was singing. The end. So I guess you can say that, people all over the world are, going through some hard times, but we get through it and, we're all going to be okay. So I hope you enjoyed that story. If you want to write about it, you can, maybe about one of the characters, or maybe you have some kind of connection, feelings towards it. You may do that. So anyways, I want to thank you all for listening to my story, and how sad it's going to be to not have Tom and Patriots anymore, but we'll be able to watch and play against us, I hope. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a great St. Patrick's Day, Tuesday, and enjoy your afternoon. Bye, guys.